oh my god, Bootip, I was ranting and I had no idea that I was slowly running out of time. But anyway, I like the speech he had with the head cop. He's like, yeah, he did something wrong, but you've got to see how much good the Green Arrow's doing with his team, and if you capture him, you're gonna prevent him from doing any more good. Oh my god, the commercial's done. I'll be right back. Okay, wow, that was pretty cool. The three escapees seemingly found the money in what looks like a mausoleum. It's like, really? A mausoleum? What I thought was really cool, though, was the fact that Felicity gave Dinah a mask. I'm not sure if it's legitly Laurel's mask. I think it might be. But, she's like, I don't think I could feel her shoes. And it's like, it's not shoes. It's a mask. Puns, Felicity, puns! But anyway, we see her with a staff-like weapon. Like, it looks like a staff, but on each end of the staff, it's, like, pointy and sharp and shit, Dinah. So, I thought that was really interesting. It was her versus, the Triad chick, I think. And she just blasted her away, and Green Arrow took her on. Mr. Terrific and Wild Dog, tried to take on Cupid and, that one officer lady. I forgot her name already, but, poor Wild Dog got shot, I think on the leg or something, and Diggle had to carry him all the way to where Quentin was. They took cover, and apparently the three escapees, got themselves a bunch of little friends to help them out, because, money buys loyalty, right? And so they had their hands full there, but that officer dude that Oliver talked to as, mayor, I guess convinced him otherwise, because him and his team came over not to get Oliver and his team, but literally to get the three escapees and the rest of the little dudes that they hired. So that was freaking sick. And seeing Dinah in mask was pretty cool. I like the fact that Felicity's reasoning, she's like, now that you're part of the, the Star City Police Department, you can't have your new coworkers see your face, right? So she gave the mask. I thought that was pretty cool. To see her in the mask was pretty sick. Although I think I like the mask, I like the jacket. I'm iffy with the weapon, because it looks highly plain. I mean, freaking Sarah had like a bow staff that could detach and become Eskrima sticks, which is cool. Laurel had a freaking, hang on for a sec, guys. Commercial's over. Okay, so, where was I? I don't remember where I was. Can you guys remember where I was? I don't even remember. Sometimes I hate doing some of these live stuff, because it's like, I watch something and then, I tend to forget. Oh my god, hang on. What is happening with this television? There you go. Anyway, where the hell was I? I know the fact that they caught them and all that stuff. You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna go with what I saw. I like the whole little speech between Quentin and that one of the three escapee ladies. The fact that he's like, at least I'm not somebody who uses other people's sins to justify my own. And I thought that was a very amazing thing to say, because it's like, that's what basically she's doing. She's using Quentin's sins and pretty much using it to justify the bad thing she's doing. And it's like, bitch, please, blah, 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 blah. And I like the little moment between Dinah and Quentin afterwards, because she's like, are you okay? And it's like, I just have a lot of history with her, and it's like, Oliver told me, you're the new Black Canary, and she's like, oh no, not yet. I'm not here to replace your daughter, sir. And it's like, you're not here to replace... my daughter didn't want someone to replace her. She wanted someone to carry on for her, and I thought that was a beautiful thing to say. I mean, Quentin... Oh my god, Quentin. My heart feels so much pain for you at the loss of Laurel. It was obviously hard on him, and it's obviously not easy to try to live on from losing Laurel, and seeing someone else become Black Canary obviously must not be easy. But he's agreeing for her to be on this team as the new Black Canary to honor his daughter, not replace her, which I thought was a beautiful thing between the two of them. But what really shocked me is what happened at the end. That Deputy DA dude, whatever, came inside saying, Oliver, something's wrong. Oliver actually made a joke. I thought that was pretty funny, because when he came in, he's like, one of these days you're gonna come in my office and not say those words. And then someone else came in and is like, you gotta turn on the TV, something bad happened. Apparently, word got out that Oliver and his office have pretty much covered up the true killer of Felicity's boyfriend. Excuse me. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I just had... See, my dinner's like right here. I just finished it. And I'm sorry, I burped in front of all of you. And for me, it's almost unladylike to burp in front of, like, even my own boyfriend, let alone, like, all of YouTube. I'm sorry, guys. Remember how it was pretty much a cover-up? The fact that Felicity's boyfriend, the cop guy, was killed by Green Arrow, right? It was pretty much covered up. And, apparently word got out about it, and now, apparently, this could, according to the TV thing, it's like, it could possibly lead to the impeachment of the mayor, so it's like, well, shit. Does that mean Oliver might not become mayor? It might be, like, fired from his job as mayor, and it's like, oh, man, this is bad. No. And then I saw the preview, apparently, shoot, what was that one dude's name again? I forgot. Remember that one little vigilante who's using guns? He's, like, wearing, like, a giant ski mask thing. I think it's the deputy, the district attorney dude. I really think it is. But anyway, yeah, we apparently get to see his crazy ass again, and, apparently his new target now is the corrupt mayor, Oliver Queen, so... God, it was a slow episode. It was slow. I mean, the episode last week, the one I still have to record, it was a beautiful episode. I really liked it because it actually tackled a very important thing that's been going on. Normally, I don't get into politics. I really don't. It's not my thing. Granted, I have, like, a shitload of family members that are in politics. Like, I have an older cousin who's in politics, and then her older sister is now, congratulations to my cousin. She's now recently married to someone who's in politics. And, like, I have other family members who are into politics, but those three in particular are. And I tend to not get into it that much, because... let's face it, whether you're into politics or not, politics in general will give you a headache, okay? You don't have to be in politics, like totally into it, to not get a headache from it. You know what I mean? I may not be into politics, but it doesn't stop it from giving me the world's biggest migraine. You right? A lot of people will agree with me. But anyway, the last Arrow episode tackled a very big thing that's been happening these days. And I would say it was under a political kind of thing. A lot of politics have gotten into this particular subject, so I would say it's a political topic, and they tackled that topic in the last episode so beautifully. And they executed it so wonderfully, so CW, you nailed that last Arrow episode. Amazing. Hang on, let me look for the name of that episode. Hang on. Ugh. My trusty pink book that has all the titles of all the episodes. No, that's not it. Okay, Arrow. Okay, Arrow Season 5, Episode 13. Episode 13 was last week's episode, which I still have to record. It's called Spectra of the Gun. That episode, which I will record soon, I promise, along with, I'm missing like 2 Supergirl episodes. Supergirl Season 2, Episode 12, which was last week, titled Luthor's, and Episode 13, Mr. and Mrs. Mixie, I don't know how to pronounce that dude's name, I'm just gonna say Mr. and Mrs. Mixie, which premiered this week on Monday. I'll have both of those also. But I really loved the last episode of Arrow. It was, like, beautifully executed, so CW props on that. That was amazing. And you compare last week's episode to this week was kind of slow compared to last week's, because last week, like, it was a beautiful topic. It was beautifully executed. I think it was beautifully executed, because it's an everyday topic that a lot of people are getting into, whether you're in politics or not, and the way they handled it was just, in my honest opinion, beautifully executed. And so when you compare last week's episode to this one was kind of, I wouldn't say lacking, it was just very, slow. And like I said, in the previous week episode, the flashback was all on Renee. All Wild Dog. No Oliver, just Wild Dog. Pretty much, in a way, an origin story flashback for Wild Dog. And I thought that was beautiful to see. And we went back to this week to Oliver, more flashback with the Bratva thing. And again, like I said in the previous video, considering this episode, it seems very convenient. But anyway, it was a good episode regardless. I like the fact that Dinah being inducted into the SCPD. I like the small moments she had with Quentin and Diggle and Felicity. And we did at the end. Oliver had a quiet moment with Thea after his little blast fight with her when it came to Thea, pretty much getting Susan fired and discredited. It seems like he had pretty much left off with him having like a private conversation, because he's like, you remind me of Mom. She was the greatest mother in the world, but you and I both know she didn't make the best decisions, and I'm worried about you because I'm your big brother and you're my baby sister. And it pretty much left off on that, and I thought that was a very sweet moment there. But anyway, like I said, it was fairly slow compared to last week's amazing executed episode, but hopefully, it'll pick up again next week. But anyway, this is my reaction rant, live reaction rant to, hang on, Arrow Season 5, Episode 14, titled The Sin Eater. I should have seen that coming, considering. And Episode 15 will be titled Fighting Fire with Fire, and which will premiere March 1st, apparently, so, yeah. See you guys then, okay? This whole week was all live. Basically live. I basically recorded the day each of these shows premiered, with the exception of Supergirl. Anyway. With the exception of Supergirl Season 2, Episode 13, which premiered this week on Monday. With the exception of Supergirl, I have pretty much recorded live The Flash, Legends, and Arrow this whole week. The reason why I didn't get Supergirl was only because I was not home in order to do that. I was actually out with my boyfriend and some friends, some fam too, and I wasn't able to make it back home in time to actually do a live reaction recording for Supergirl. If I did get home on time, I probably would have. But anyway, my live week, yay! Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. I will get... I just closed my book, too. Oh my god, so stupid. Where is it? I will have the recordings for Supergirl Season 2, Episodes 12, titled Luthor's, and Episode 13, titled Mr. and Mrs. Mixie. I'm shortening it to Mixie, because that word is way too much. And, of course, Arrow Season 5, Episode 13, titled Spectre of the Gun. I will have all three of them soon. I promise, guys. Goodbye. Boo-hoo. Blah.